Welcome back, welcome back. Guess who's coming to dinner? Papa Shango. So I just learned about Papa Shango. And I kind of always knew about him, but I don't study like too much on dark side fucking Creo, I believe it is. Creo? Yeah. So it's like weird. But I've been thinking about it because I had a reading say something a long time ago, a while ago. It was like, yeah, these people that are trying to play spell work on you and whatever, these dumb fucks are calling your ancestor to come kill you. Because you know, all the great deities are black people because we were first. So if you think your god, spirit, evil deity thing's a white person or a Spanish person, well, just go with science and fucking common sense. If we were the first ones fucking here, who the fuck is the guy you're praying to? A die. See, this is why your magic doesn't work on certain people. Because that's their great 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 grandchildren, you fucking idiot ass niggas. And I remember a long time, maybe like a fucking almost a year ago. I forgot what reading it was. It was like, yeah, these people fucked up bad. The thing they keep perditioning to or whatever they keep calling on you, it keeps lying to them and saying, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and then just come and tell me, show me the videos, give me the feelings, and then I make videos about you a day before you do your shenanigans. 3 days before you do your shenanigans. See, most people don't understand it. Everyone that does something to me now, I already know it's coming, and I let you do it. Not all the time. Y'all see me on this camera, I be stopping and barking and all that shit. But the petty shit, you know what I mean? For example, like say I come to talk to you or whatever, right? And I got something with me, and I'm talking to you, and I leave it there and I walk away, and you just take the shit and think, he's not gonna remember. He don't never say nothing. That's because that little bit of dumb shit you took means nothing to me. You're a bum and you're a peasant. That's why you steal little shit that means nothing. Food and shit. $5 on the floor, change, but you already got money in your pocket. That shit like that is what proves that humanity is not the same. Every man is not a fucking man, no matter how much they got dick and balls and I could beat a nigga up. Can you not be a thief when you already have money in you? You have money to get your own food, but you'll steal it anyway. Because you're a scumbag. Being evil is all you know. You see? This is why I go hard. This is why I shit on niggas. You know how many niggas probably watch these videos and be mad than a motherfucker because I be exposing their ass, but I ain't particularly talking about them? People think I'm talking about them, and it's like I said in my video. There's so many scumbags doing the same shit that when I speak about it, and if you know me, you're gonna think I'm talking about you. No, I meant plenty of you in my lifetime. That's how I know what you're gonna do. And that's how I know my father's gonna take care of you, because he took care of them. So, you know, all the people playing these fucking dumb kid games and trying to do whatever you're doing, it's pathetic, really. It's really pathetic. And when the time comes When that big tragedy happens in your life and you're sitting and you're thinking, as soon as you start thinking, why? How'd this happen? Don't you think in your head that I had something to do with it. I didn't have to call anybody on you except my father. And then he uses your sin against you. The things that you do that you know can get you in trouble, he's going to expose it. And then you're going to go bye-bye. And we got a couple of runners up. So we're going to test my theory again. I'm going to go read this Bible on camera again. And just like fucking Cruz, just like the guy that I keep trying to tell you about, like when I was hurting and he tried to do me dirty and he ain't here no more, my father called him home. Do what you's gotta do. I'm still standing, I'm still smiling, and I still look better than you niggas. See, I see it now. Because I was so modest as a young man and I had to be an ugly duckling and grow into my body, I always tried to focus on other things to make people like me. I always never had that concept of a man needs to look good and shit and all that. I truly believe that men aren't handsome and shit. It's just, that's what women are. Women look good and niggas is supposed to just, be whatever. But then I started to learn and awaken and start really looking at my life and things. And I was like, yo, bro, certain patterns always happen in your life when you're around certain type of people. You always end up stunting and doing certain shit. And then niggas just start hating. And I'm like, yo, what is it? What is it? What do you do to these niggas? Oh, you're brutally honest and you don't care. So when you say things and you think you're talking to a person that's not doing these things, they really are doing those things. And then they'll pretend and sit in your face and be like, yeah, man, I don't like those dudes neither. I don't like that. Knowing damn well you one of them. That's how I started to realize how much power that I actually have. Because if I can literally, let's just say, talk about like pedophile shit, like, oh, I don't like them, those are the worst ass niggas, and a lot of these old grown ass niggas, they think they slick. Y'all niggas be seeing these little girls and y'all be souped the fuck up, like, yeah, I'ma get that. And then when a nigga like me bring it up, you'll sit there and be like, yeah, man, I don't like them niggas. But I see you with young bitches all the time, though, nigga. The Lord's eyes on all you niggas. Don't y'all see all these people going down right about now for that and other things that have been going on for a long time? It's because the Lord can't let you keep doing this shit. A lot of you men, and I get it. See, a lot of men, laws change. See, back in the day, the further you go back in the day, niggas was marrying little ass girls, dog. That's why when old dudes talk about back in my day shit and you young niggas, I always will be like, listen, you're not talking to some young whippersnapper nigga that don't know about you old niggas. I know about back in the 30s and 40s and the 20s when you niggas was marrying 14-year-old girls. So shut the fuck up with that shit. And it's still going on in most countries. Yeah, but yous don't know this. But yous want, come give me your sick, come give me your poor. And then when they come over here and do what they normally would do, where they're from, it's against the law here. How does a man just change his brain from, I'm a old dirty nigga and I'm a bum, so no real bitches ever want me because, I don't know how to get my shit together. So who can I fuck with? Young bitches that don't know any better. I just get them drunk and shit. Then I start looking good. Young girls think you got money when you really don't. You can stunt and lie. Sound the horns. How's a man's brain just changed because he crossed over an imaginary line? I'm over here now, and everything I used to do is illegal. So I'm just going to magically stop now. Now I'm magically going to stop. Fuck out of here, bro. And there ain't no source towards nobody in particular and saying, yo, all of y'all like that. Now I'm saying whatever country or people where they allow them to do things like that, those people have that mind state and they believe that's the right thing to do. So what if all those people wrong? They agreed to live that way. That's the way they want to live. Is it right? Is it right though? According to them, it's a right. Because if you go over there, you could do those things. I wonder why so many rich niggas always want to leave America and go to other places. And you dumbass niggas think they going over there to stunt. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to show off. No, you're not, nigga. You're going to live out your sick-ass fantasies that you niggas do. Anyway, let's jump off of that. Because, you know... even though that's the biggest problem in the world right now. Time to learn.
Mr. Ford, what advice would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Do you know who Henry Ford is? He was a president from like 50-something years ago. The 30s or the 40s, I forgot exactly when, but this is old.
Young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president under the law or Constitution. And once that barrier is broken, from then on, men better be careful, because they'll have a hard time ever even getting a nomination in the future. But that's the way it's going to happen. But that's the way it's going to happen. But that's the way it's going to happen. But that's the way it's going to happen.
AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. But ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. It's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process, through that process, through that process.
Do you even know what she's talking about? Or the words are too big for you to understand? Because she just says some real shit to you.
So what they did is they had, a camera looking at his face with people in it. That's sort of like coming in from one eye. The other eye is the radio signals or sonar from the Wi-Fi router. And they just learned to predict, this is where the human beings are. Then they took away the camera. So all the AI had was the language of radio signals bouncing around a room, and this is what they're able to reconstruct. Real-time 3D pose estimation, right? So suddenly AI has turned every Wi-Fi router into a camera that can work in the dark, specially tuned for tracking living beings.
Carter City is stunned by the sudden rollout of Rook Unlimited's most fantastic device ever. The Smart Mark. Throw your other devices away, because the Smart Mark is more than just a phone.
This is the type of cartoons your children are watching. They're getting them ready to just do it and think, yo, it's so cool. I can put a phone on my arm. Fucking idiots.
It's part of you. Use it as cash.
It's getting real, y'all. Check it out.
You see, when you pass away and all the elders are gone, only the little idiots will be left that think this shit is cool. And you didn't teach them anything. So they're gonna do it. You think you should teach your children about the Bible now? My father did say that men are gonna make this thing called the mark, and you can't buy or sell or have anything without taking it. So, all the people that don't take it, where you gonna go? They gonna execute you? No, they're gonna say you have to leave the city, you're not allowed here, now bye. Oh, you didn't get ready and build your own stuff like your God told you to? Oh well, you're a bum now. And you can't live in the cities. We don't want bums on our streets, so you gotta leave. These are the law. Sure, you wanna keep hustling? Cause you know, if you can't prove where you get your money, you're a bum, and they're gonna take your money and they're gonna send you to the streets. Oh yeah, cause they hustle weed now, the government, right? So all you little weed dealers, guess where you're going in the next 10 years? You'll be on the street soon, unless you switch your job.
Also, be sure to grab your copies of our other 5.
Shout out to Dean Calloway.
Been modernized to be all over your social media accounts, from Facebook to YouTube to Twitter to Reddit to Pinterest to Instagram to TikTok. The modernization of these deceitful visuals is now designed to show you flashes of messages that can affect your subconscious within 30 seconds to 1 minute in length. This happens so often that people inadvertently drop their guards in a space where the enemy has made them the most comfortable. It tends to happen only after a user has scrolled past at least a few posts or about 4 short videos, similarly categorized by the platform's algorithm as posts or short videos of the user's interest. The user has no idea that the social media platform's algorithm started off as a human objectively watching over an individual's reactions to posts or short videos played to determine their interests between the posts or videos displayed to them within the first 30 seconds. Over time, this task was coded to become a part of a supercomputer's machine learning technology that will record a user's behaviors, analyze their engagements concerning which videos or posts they are most interested in, and predict the future of the user's interests in real time. These factors cause the supercomputer to become biased in displaying posts or videos toward each user. This can seem harmless, depending on what you may consider harmful to humanity. I'm sure you would point out the obvious harmful things that could affect humanity. But what about a supercomputer that consists of thousands of lightning-fast computers interacting with each other over one network that can manipulate each person's mind that creates an account and becomes a user of its user interface or application, also known as an app, by analyzing and recording the user's interactions, replies, locations, interests, engagements, likes, comments, search history, pictures, videos, notes, text messages, phone conversations, private conversations, the times they go to sleep, and the times they wake up the next day. These apps are more harmful to humanity than a message flashing on a television screen or edited inside of a film a person is watching. All of the user's data that the supercomputer analyzes and records is then used to accurately predict the user's programmable future of how they should interact with the app. This concept is called predictive programming. The dark side of this predictive programming is how the supercomputer will interact with the user's reactions within the app. For example, if a user believes that they are a descendant of an enslaved African and then Google searches for information concerning this topic of interest, then the supercomputer's algorithm is ready to provide confirmation bias information relating only to the user's interests, no matter if it is truthful or not. In this sense, the supercomputer has not been.
Now do you know why I always say I don't know what all this information is true or not, but I only go off what the truth that I know in my life, and I add on to it by figuring out what's the truth, because I'm not dumb, and you people really believe the people you watch have your best interest, yet you've been watching for years and never learned or did anything.
Coded and programmed by professors or historians, tech designers crafted the supercomputer. So its algorithm has no idea if the information provided to the user is truthful or inaccurate, because what only matters to the supercomputer is the user's interests. And now you know that predictive programming has evolved from hidden messages or warnings about.
Sounds about right.
Displayed inside movies, television shows, music, or other forms of entertainment. This is yet another example of how technology is harmful to humanity. The giant tech companies that own these supercomputer networks and display them online as search engines or popularized social media apps did not consider humanity's best interests when creating them. Populations have become addicted to these apps, which manipulate the social growth of a generation. I'm gonna say this again. Populations have become addicted to these apps, which manipulate the social growth of a generation, lowering its self-awareness, self-esteem, and even its self-determination progress, and have resulted in popular hashtags, viral challenges, and trendy topics in its place. The catch to all of this is if the person next to you does not share the same interests as you do, then their social media digitized world will be different from yours, which means that what you see and what the person next to you sees are not the same, even though you are standing next to that person. Even their.
This is why I say, if I want to know who you really are, all I gotta do is say, let me see your phone for a second. I'm gonna open your YouTube and I'm gonna look at your feed. And it's gonna show what's in your brain. How? Because your algorithm's only gonna show you things that you've already said that you like. And when all it has is a bunch of stupid fucking shit, I know all you have in your mind is stupid fucking shit.
Search
Shit
engine
that don't
results may
matter.
differ depending on their locations and interests. Did you know that search engines like Bing, DuckDuckGo, and Google, text autofills and autocorrects, and virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant are all a part of predictive programming? And they are all other means of collecting more complicated and private data about you, the user, to be added to the supercomputer's machine learning technology. If you use Siri to create a reminder for you about your best friend's birthday, or ask it a question about today's forecast, that is analyzed and recorded. If you use Alexa to change the temperature inside of your house before you arrive, or ask it to play your favorite song at a specific time, or ask it to dim the living room lights because it's movie night, that is analyzed and recorded. If you use autofill to predict what you're about to text to your girlfriend and allow it to fill in the rest of your text message towards her, that is analyzed and recorded. If you enable autocorrect to add your favorite words that you use inside of its algorithm because it manipulated you into doing so, because it aggravated you with autocorrecting